Hello, welcome to Yui TV. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience with anxiety and as well as depression. So basically, I've been dealing with anxiety for some time now, like years now. But obviously, anxiety starts from, you know, when I was pretty much growing up with my childhood experience. So I would say it started like really at that young age, and then it just kind of kept, living with me for all those time. So and my experience is like when I was younger, when I was growing up younger, when I was younger, I'm actually having anxiety trying to share my story. Oh my gosh. When I was growing up, my story is, I just say, pathetic because I grew up mainly with my father's people, and I pretty much I grew up with them, and I was in their midst for some years. I lived with them for some years until I finally relocated to come to North America. When I was a little girl, I've always wanted to do things for people, and I always put people before my own needs per se. And then oh my gosh, I'm like so nervous just to talk about this, but there's just so much to talk about. Like, there's so much that I saw, that I grew up with, and like even thinking about it now, it would kind of like want to break me down, but I'm really holding the tears in. But I know that I have a story that I want to get out there, and like okay, so I grew up with my aunt because I didn't live with my mom. I feel like I've been living this double life. Like, grew up as a little girl, and I was always told I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, not smart enough, and I was always afraid. Like, I can remember I was always afraid. I was afraid to make mistake. I was afraid to do anything wrong, because especially when you grow up in like when you grow up in Nigeria, or I'm not saying that children don't go through abuse in any other country, but like mainly I find that African country, they have all this, like, especially with the culture and all these things that they do, they're very like so hard on kids. They're very hard on children, and I just was different. I was one of those that I take everything in, but like I would explode. So that's how I know that I was carrying the burden of anxiety for so long. I carried it with me, and even now into my adult stage, like being an adult now, it still flares up. Like, it still comes, like, especially when, for example, if somebody says they want to talk to me, I start panicking, I start overthinking, like, did I do something wrong, what did I say? Or if somebody wants to I don't know, have something to tell me, is the same thing. Like, I would start thinking of the worst possible scenario, and I would just overthink. I would think, like, and then I'll start going into that self hatred, like hating myself, I will just I just would take it in and you know, blame myself for every little thing. And I'm still trying to, like, I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to see the you know, the good about myself, you know, loving myself, accepting myself. And it's been a journey, and it's been really rough, but I've been taking it one day at a time. And I know I've not been doing it by myself, but I know that my creator, because I'm a firm believer, my creator, my Lord and Savior, I know he helped me daily, because it's not been easy. Like, it's not been easy. It's been, but like, I pray, you know, I spend time in the Word, and that's been gradually helping me, and it's still helping me. And I just wish, you know, we don't have to, like, as a human being, we don't have to deal with anxiety. Like, we don't have to go through that pain, that process. But unfortunately, it's part of life, and it's, childhood is a big impact. Like, you know, that kind of flares it up, it brings it up, you know, especially when you have a traumatic childhood, you know, that's where it starts. That's like the foundation of it. Like, you know, start building it up. And then as an adult, you think you already like overcome that, but it just keeps coming all the time. But there is hope. There is hope, and there's a way to get help. And like, I don't take medication right now, but I did take medication in the past, and the medication didn't help me. But I find like, right now, what I do is I find breathing techniques help me. Even today, I got anxiety attack because somebody that I know wanted to talk to me, and they sent me a text, and I was like, I couldn't breathe. Like, even, you know, talking right now, I can feel like my heartbeat going up, and it's just that fear, that crippling fear, that kind of like, it has this strong hold, and sometimes I just want to let it go. Like, why are you, like, I literally feel like it's a spirit that's holding people down, and I'm like, why? Like, just let me go. And it's a constant battle. So if you're out there and you're dealing with this day in and day out, please don't give up. Get help. Do something that is less stressful, something that's therapeutic, maybe therapy. Like, I'm looking into something like that for myself, because there's a lot of healing that needs to, you know, to take place. So I just wanted to, like, you know, talk about that and share that with you guys. I hope this video helps somebody. Yeah, I hope it helps somebody. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you would like to see another video. Also, how you deal with anxiety.